Hi, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Klopke, and I'm coming to you from my home. And look who I brought with me. It's your friend Susie. Yes, she's so happy to be here, and she's helped me pick out some books. She helped me pick out some books today from a place that her and I would really like to go to someday, and that's Hawaii. Well, let's get started. Susie, you get a good seat so you can sit crisscross applesauce, and I know our boys and girls will get situated too, and we'll start with our books from Hawaii. Now, I really wanted to go outside today, but it really wasn't warm enough. You know, if you go to Hawaii, there is lots of sun and warmth. But I did bring some of my Hawaiian things, my Hawaiian leis and grass things and hats, but especially I brought my books. And this first book is kind of a little book, so I'm gonna have to hold it up kind of close to you. But it's all about Hawaii, and it's called Good Night, Hawaii. Good morning, Pacific Ocean. Good morning, humpback whales. Are you ready to share a wonderful day? Aloha, friends. Would you like to wear a lei? Aloha, surfer girl. Ride that wave. Good morning, lush green mountains, and good morning, waterfall. Good morning, green sea turtles. See the colorful fish swimming around the coral reef. And good morning, dolphins, who are playing in the lagoon. Aloha, beach babies. Do you like to play in the sand? Oh, I know that's fun to do. Yummy. Don't you love the fresh fruit here in Hawaii? Like mangoes and papayas, guavas, passion fruits, pineapples, and bananas. How about some coconuts and macadamia nuts too? Those would all be good to eat in Hawaii and here too. Good evening, windsurfers and paddlers. Wow, listen to that wonderful call of the man blowing in a concha shell. Aloha, hula dancers. Aloha, fire dancer. Isn't the luau fun? A luau is a special party, and a lot of times they have it at nighttime with all kinds of yummy Hawaiian foods. You might see one of these there. Good night, little gecko, which is a little lizard. And good night, lava streams flowing down from the big volcanoes. Shine in the night, Honolulu lights. And good night, observatory, where you can see galaxies of twinkling stars. Good night, Hawaiian Islanders. Maloha. Thank you for sharing a wonderful day. What a fun place to go to. And you know, if you go to Hawaii, they do have some really special words. And one of them starts with a big letter A, and it's called aloha. Can you say that word with me? Aloha. Now, we're going to sing about this book even before we started. Did you know that aloha really means 3 different things? It can mean hello, it could mean I love you, and it could mean good night. And that's what we're going to sing about. Now, I bet you all know the song Happy Birthday, right? Well, we're going to use that song tune to sing our Aloha to You song. Help me sing it. It goes, aloha to you, aloha to you, aloha means hello, aloha to you. Do you remember what the second one? It means I love you. Aloha to you, aloha to you, aloha means I love you. Aloha to you. And what was the third thing that it meant? Yeah, goodbye. Aloha to you. Aloha to you. Aloha means goodbye. Aloha to you. Well, we don't want to say goodbye yet because we want to read the book. A is for aloha. And this book was written by Stephanie Feeney and Ava Moravec, and it was published by the University of Hawaii. So right out there, it was made. How cool. Help me with the letters. I bet you know them. A is for aloha. We know that mean 3 different meanings for that. B is what this boy is playing with. What is that? Yeah, it's a beach ball. What fun thing to do out on the beach. C is for canoes. And boys and girls and moms and dads have been riding in canoes in Hawaii for a long, long time. D is for our daddy. Looks like that daddy is in Hawaii having fun with his son. E is for a bird that you might see in Hawaii. It's a big white bird called an egret. Can you say that? Because you might not have ever heard that word before. Egret. You know what this is though. F is for our friend. And there's lots of friends here in Arlington Heights and Palatine and Buffalo Grove and Wheeling, all over, and also in Hawaii. G is for a little lizard that you might see in Hawaii. It's called a gecko. Let's say that one because that's a new word too. Gecko. It's kind of cute. H is for the hula. And that's a kind of a dance that boys and girls and moms and dads learn to do in Hawaii. And sometimes when people visit there, they go and they hula dance. Hawaii is on one of these. I is for island. That means there's water all the way around it and land in the middle. Oh, this is what we like to do. J is for jump. He must be jumping at one of the special Hawaiian playgrounds. Here's something else they might play with at their playgrounds. K is for a kite. How pretty it is. Now this is something, if you go to Hawaii, if you get a chance to do that, you might get one of these. This is called a lei. L is for lei, and it's a special necklace, and it's made either out of flowers or bones or feathers. Very pretty. M is for our mommy. There's lots of mommies in Hawaii. N is for noodles. Must be one of their favorite kinds of foods there. This one has 2 words to go with it. It's the letter P, and it's a kind of a bird you find in Hawaii called a plumeria parrot. Boy, that's a hard one to say. Help me with it again. Plumeria parrot. This little baby's playing on a really pretty quilt. Now this happens a lot in Hawaii and they need it. R is for the rain. Because God sends so much wonderful rain to the area, they have lots of beautiful jungles and flowers and lots of animals that need water. And remember, it's an island, so all around it is a sea, and people can go on their surfboards. This is a surfer on his surfboard. Oh, this is a new word I learned from this book, and I always love to read because I always learn new things. This word for T is called a tutu. And guess what? I'm a tutu because I'm a grandma. All grandmas in Hawaii are called tutus. Here's an instrument you may hear if you go to Hawaii. It starts with the letter U, and it's called a ukulele. Ooh, that's a lot of syllables. Ukulele. And this is like a little guitar, and it only has 4 strings, and it makes a beautiful, beautiful sound. Oh, this makes a very loud sound. This is a volcano, and all of Hawaii was made at one time by God with some volcanoes. Yeah, they blow up and they make lots of land in the middle of the sea. There's lots of beautiful waterfalls. W is for waterfall. X is for Xing. I think it's a game that some of the boys and girls like to play in Hawaii. Oh, Y is for yucky. There might be some foods there in Hawaii that some people like and others don't. And this little boy didn't like it. He called it yucky. And the last one, and I used to call my sandals these when I was a little girl. Z is for Zoris. Because it's so warm in Hawaii, they don't have to wear socks very often. They can wear sandals and what they call Zoris to get around and play. What a fun place it must be. Now, you know Mrs. Klopke always likes funny books too. So I have one more book to share with you, and it's about a frog, and his name is Froggy, and he's going to Hawaii. Now, if you went to Hawaii, see if you would do any of these things. And this book is written, let's see, by a person named Jonathan London. And he did all of the words, the writing. And all the pictures were made by Frank Remkensix, and it's published by Puffin Books. Froggy, called his father. What? Up and at 'em. Today is the day we're going on vacation. Sounds like fun. Yippee, cried Froggy, and he sang, we're going on vacation, we're going to Hawaii, we're going on vacation, we're going to Hawaii. It's time to pack, yelled his dad. So Froggy hopped out of bed and packed his toy plane. Zoom! His toy boat, voom! And his ukulele. Remember, we heard about that. Plunk! He picked at the strings. Froggy, called his mother. What? Don't forget your bathing suit, dear. I know, cried Froggy. And he grabbed his backpack and he flopped out to the taxi. Flip, flop, flip, flop. So they're getting ready. Are you going to Hawaii in your pajamas? Frogalina laughed. Oops, said Froggy. And he flopped back into his room and he got dressed. Flip, flop, flip, flop. When Froggy came back, Frogalina waved goodbye and off to the airport they went. Beep, 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 beep. At the airport, they had to wait a long time. Froggy didn't like waiting in lines. So he leapfrogged over his mom, and he leapfrogged over his dad, and he leaped over Polly Wagalina and fell flat on his face. Ouch! Giggled Polly, and Dad said, Froggy, when you get to Hawaii, you've got to stop. Don't act like a nincompoop. They were a little bit embarrassed about what he was doing. When they finally got on the airplane, they flew and they flew and they flew. But Froggy couldn't sit still. So he flopped to the front, flip, flop, flip, flop. And he sang to the pilot, we're going on vacation, we're going to Hawaii. Froggy, called his mom. What? Please sit down now. And his dad warned, when you get to Hawaii, I know, cried Froggy. But when they got to Hawaii, Froggy went bananas. He raced around the giant bamboo forest, and he had a ninja fight with a coconut tree, and a coconut hit him on the head and knocked him down. Oh my gosh. I don't think he'd ever seen a coconut tree before. It got very hot in the jungle, so he had to dive in the cool stream. And he almost went over the waterfall. Help! But his mom snatched him just in time. The next day they climbed on a volcano. Look, said Froggy, lava. He was so excited, but he almost fell. Oops, cried Froggy, hanging onto Dad's neck, just like a little monkey. The next day, he did a hula dance. He even wore a grass skirt. Hula, hula, hula. And even the birds were laughing. Caw, 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 caw. That must have looked funny with a Froggy in a hula skirt. And the day after that, he surfed riding on his daddy's shoulders. And with his hands over Daddy's eyes, they did a wipeout right in the water. On their last day in Hawaii, they sailed on the four winds. Froggy borrowed his daddy's binoculars to look for sea turtles and whales and dolphins. He even got a little seasick. Oh, so he looked even greener than usual. When they dropped anchor at the coral reef, Froggy had to be the first one in. He ripped open his backpack and took out his toy plane. Zoom! And his toy boat. Vroom! And his toy ukulele. Plink! Oh no, cried Froggy. I forgot my bathing suit. Even though his mom had told him, he forgot it. Oh, Froggy, Mom sighed. So Froggy had to go snorkeling in his dolphin underwear, and he pulled on his flippers, and he put on his mask and his snorkel, and he pushed past everyone. Flip, flop, splash! He grubbed and he blubbered and almost sank, and then popped up holding his dad's binoculars. Whoops! Spluttered Froggy, looking more red in the face than green. Oh, Froggy, said Dad. What did I tell you? When you get to Hawaii... Look, Dad, do you see that giant green sea turtle? Froggy tossed Dad his binoculars and took off after them. Froggy, called his dad. What? Wait for me. And he jumped in the water after him. Flip, flop, splash. By the time the boat picked them both up, Dad was just too pooped to pop. When we get home, he groaned, I need a vacation. Me too, said Froggy. Next time, let's go for 2 weeks. Oh, Hawaii is sure a fun place. And maybe one day you'll get to go there, or maybe you've already been there and you can tell someone about your stories on what you saw. Maybe you can make an ABC book with some of the things that you saw on the vacation to Hawaii, or a vacation somewhere else. I wonder where you could go to if you didn't go to Hawaii. You know, God has made some beautiful places in our world. And I know right now it's kind of hard to go to a lot of them, but I'm sure that one day soon you'll get to do that and see the beautiful things that God has made throughout the world. Well, God be with all of you. Enjoy your time with your moms and your dads and your brothers and sisters. And remember that He loves you a lot. Bye, boys and girls.